experience, especially when you're talking about something like ketamine or even Spravato, the experience itself is so important, and kind of what you're going through. I mean, everything from setting intentions for the session. I mean, so we can kind of dive into that a little bit and kind of how it's different from traditional medications, right? So like traditional medication, ever since Prozac came out in the 80s, right, we've had the same idea on how to treat depression pharmaceutically, and that's basically different classes work on different things, but essentially we're just turning the volume up on different chemicals in the brain, right? Whether that's serotonin, dopamine, GABA. Ketamine is very different. So it works on neuroplasticity through a chemical called glutamate, right? So it goes in, it blocks the NMDA receptor and affects neuroplasticity. So literally the brain's ability to adapt, which is all enhanced. So I like to explain it to patients, like when they're coming in. What we do here is we facilitate we speed up change essentially, right? We're adapting the brain, and then what you're doing outside is just as important. So the therapy that you're doing, or recognizing things, journaling can be very important. Setting an intention for sessions, coming in and being in the right frame of mind, that can be super important. So ketamine also during the infusion shuts down something called the default mode network, which is hypothesized that that's where the ego is. And so things that do that naturally, like a solid meditation practice, being in nature. But one thing we find is that the ketamine experience itself can have a lot of clinical benefit, because it's almost like when they come in with an intention, and when that default mode network kind of gets shut down, it allows them to take a look at things from a different perspective. It's like almost like they get a chance to step outside of themselves and take a look at some of the issues, and they can come out of it with like, wow, I never really thought about it like that before, that kind of thing. And perspective is everything when it comes on to what you're dealing with. So it's really exciting. It really is. And it's really the beginning, of a whole new way to treat these conditions that have been really tough to treat.